You arrive here, tired of external fixes, courses, rituals, waiting for the world to change. Deep down, you sense something else. The life outside you is echoing what you carry inside. Today, you will learn the law of correspondence, the idea that inner maps shape outer realities. This isn't abstract philosophy. It is practical, testable, and accessible. I will guide you through how your habitual inner stories create repeating patterns, and how small shifts inside your mind deliver measurable shifts in your daily life. If you have ever wondered why two people with the same resources create different outcomes, this is the missing piece. Let's begin by peeling back the map you use to navigate your days, quietly, honestly, and with curiosity. Keep listening. We'll move from knowing to doing. Close your eyes and notice the dominant tone inside you right now. Is it expectation, worry, openness, or fatigue? The law of correspondence says the emotional tone you carry is the lens through which reality arranges itself. Your inner feeling acts like a weather system, attracting experiences that match its pressure. This matters for everyday things, meetings, relationships, your energy at the coffee shop. When you habitually live from scarcity, your attention finds evidence for scarcity. When you live from quiet possibility, doors begin to register as options rather than walls. This is not magic. It is attention, pattern recognition, and small behavioral changes aligning with new internal states. In the next moment, we examine the architecture of that map so you can edit it with intention. You're not being asked to fake positivity or deny pain. The promise here is clearer. When you revise the story under your feelings, the private commentary that runs in the background, you change what your senses tune into. That retuning brings different choices, different micro-actions, and eventually different outcomes. Today, I'll show you how to identify the recurrent scripts, dissolve the ones that no longer serve you, and rewire your mental habits so they produce new results day by day. Ready to trace the wires behind your habits? We'll begin by naming the patterns that loop beneath your awareness. Begin by visualizing your inner map as 3 layers. First, the facts layer, what actually happened in your life. Second, the meaning layer, the stories you told yourself about those facts. Third, the pattern layer, the habitual expectations and emotional tones that arise whenever similar facts appear. Most people live inside the pattern layer and assume it is reality. You, listening now, can learn to separate these layers. Facts are neutral. Meaning is chosen. Patterns are learned responses. When you disaggregate them, you locate where to intervene. Next, I'll show you how to spot the dominant meanings that keep repeating. Ask yourself 3 quick questions after any emotional reaction. What happened? What did I tell myself about it? What did that story make me expect next? Try this with a small frustration, a delayed message, a canceled plan. Notice how quickly your mind supplies an explanation and then a forecast. Those explanations are the meanings that color your future experience. The more automatic the explanation, the more it operates beneath conscious choice. You'll learn a simple journaling practice to catch these stories and reframe them. But first, tune in to the bodily signal that accompanies your meaning. Your body is the early warning system of your inner map. Your nervous system writes the verdict on your meaning instantly. Tightness in the chest, a hollowed stomach, a lightness in the throat. That sensation becomes the rehearsal for future moments. When you feel constriction, your mind tightens its filters. When you breathe open, your attention expands. Rewiring starts with gentle curiosity. Notice the sensation, label it, and give it permission to be there without fueling it. In the next section, we'll practice precise exercises to shift those sensations and rewire the pattern layer step by step. Now for the tools you can use tomorrow. Practice 1. Micro-relabeling. Each time a reactive explanation emerges, silently name it. This is scarcity thinking, or this is old fear. Naming reduces charge and creates separation. Practice 2. Mini breath resets. 2 full slow exhales reset your nervous system in under 30 seconds. Practice 3. Behavioral confirmation. Take one small action that contradicts the expectation. Send the message you feared wouldn't be received. Show up for the call you assumed would be awkward. These small acts, repeated, rewire associations in the brain and the map beneath your feet. Keep with me. Next, we transform these practices into a daily wiring routine. Design a 5-minute routine you can do every morning or before a stressful interaction. Minute 1. Anchor presence, 2 deep inhales and full exhales while naming one current fact. Minute 2. Examine your meaning. Write a single-line explanation and underline the emotion. Minute 3. Choose a counter-belief or empowering question. What else is possible? Minute 4. Take a micro-action aligned with that new tone. Minute 5. Feel the result, however subtle, and log it. This tiny ritual is an accelerant. Over weeks, it reshapes how your day is scanned and what your choices look like. In the next moment, you'll hear how these practices create a tipping point. Change compounds in small, invisible ways. At first, your new responses register as anomalies. People around you may not notice. Then, subtly, your context begins to rearrange. Different opportunities, clearer conversations, fewer reactive loops. This is correspondence. Your inner edits cause outer reweaving. The turning point usually arrives when your new internal stance meets a real-world test and you act consistently from it. That consistent action is the signal the world responds to. Hold this. Transformation is ordinary and cumulative, not spectacular and singular. Now prepare. We move to the moment where this becomes unmistakable in your life. Imagine a week from now. You encounter a familiar trigger. This time you pause, label it, breathe, choose a different inner meaning, and act. The result may not be miraculous in the first week, but something shifts. Maybe a conversation turns kinder, a missed opportunity becomes a learning, or you simply feel steadier. These tiny triumphs accumulate into a different life. They are the true measures of internal work because they rewire the map that the outer world reads. We will close with a simple invitation to make this a living practice, not an experiment, and a clear roadmap to keep your momentum. Momentum requires 2 commitments: curiosity and kindness. Curiosity asks you to notice without judgment. Kindness ensures you don't punish yourself for old wiring. Keep a brief weekly check-in. 3 lines. Patterns noticed. 1 new belief practiced. 1 action taken. Share this with someone or in the comments to create accountability and mirror effect. When you fail to show up, treat it as data, not moral failure. This posture preserves the inner climate you're cultivating. Next, I'll give you the exact language and prompts you can use right now to begin editing your map. Here are prompt phrases to use in the heat of the moment. This is an old pattern, not command. What else could be true here? 1 small step now. Say them quietly, even to yourself. Anchor them with breath and action. Over time, these phrases become valves that let old pressure release and create space for new currents. You are not rewriting destiny. You are adjusting the internal thermostat so your outer house warms differently. Carry them, test them, then come back and tell me what changed. Now, one final reflection to carry forward. Summary: your inner map, the meanings and emotional tones you habitually carry, is the primary architect of your everyday reality. By distinguishing facts from meanings, naming patterns, and practicing quick rewiring tools, labeling, breathing, micro-actions, you begin to shift what your outer life organizes around. This is a patient, compassionate practice that compounds into tangible change. If this video helped you, subscribe to join a community learning to rewire together. Share your first micro win in the comments so others can see what's possible, and pass this to someone who needs a practical inner shift. Keep practicing. Your outside will catch up with the inside.